What is up, guys? My name's Simian. My name is Yen. I play The Sims. Did you see what I did there? Alright guys, the Horse Ranch pack has the Sims 4 trending once again. So we're actually going to be talking about, of course, the Horse Ranch pack and a couple of things that I did miss in the last video, as well as some Sim Guru's tweets, some Simmers tweets and concerns, and just some speculation about The Sims 5, as well as we're going to top it and end it off with an R&B Controversy update. Now, with that being said, we're going to dive right into it with the Horse Ranch stuff pack. We do know that The Sims took to Twitter the other day to announce it's going to be available July 20th, and it does say saddle up with the pack. And if you guys go onto the EA website /Sims, you will be seeing all the details that's going to be happening, such as life on working with the ranch, as well as bonding with animals. They did mention that mini sheep and milk the mini goats for simoleons, so that's another way you can earn money and just give that whole farm vibe. There is more details on that, but I'll link it down below in case any of you guys have missed the article. With that being said, some Simmers did have some tweets and concerns, with Maya saying, I'm a big fan of horses and wine, but that's all it was, just horses and wine. And then Jack of All Games said, remember when they delayed Sims 4 Get Together to add more content and depth? I personally believe it needs more time, and I would welcome a delay to make it worth $40. The tweet does go on to say, don't get me wrong, what we've seen looks great, but Horse Ranch looks like the smallest expansion pack to date, and followed behind with an image saying, your enthusiasm and feedback inspired us to work even harder to make sure that this pack is everything it could be, EA Max has said in an announcement. So we've decided to take a little more time to work on the expansion pack. Now, this would have been in such a different direction if they would have took this with the Horse Ranch pack. Now, with that being said, someone by the name of Iconic Belagal said the least they could have done was at least let goats and lambs grow, allow us to get goat milk and to shear sheep and make wool. Like, I would have been mad that it wasn't a part of college living, but I would be willing to part with my money for it. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on that. Someone else by the name of Mandy said they should have just gave us horse kits and a kit, because $40 for what exactly? And I've seen a lot of tweets like this. Now, we're going to continue on with some Simmers tweets by the name of Simmer Day Rose said the world could have been a mixture of desert forest and plains instead of just desert. The creator sim would be absolutely stunning with beadwork, bright colors with natural and absolutely stunning accessories. Now, someone else by the name of Devin Bumpkin said, those builders in the trailer look great. I hope it was because of the EA creators. Also, I'm still perplexed as to why this is an expansion pack and not a game pack, because I failed to see an expansion pack worth of gameplay. Now, I did see this a lot, and a lot of people did have speculations when it came down to the building and the creator sim and what we were going to be showcasing for that. Now, with that being said, I do want to get into Sim Guru's tweets, but before I do, I want to ask you guys your thoughts and opinions on the whole Native American approach that they said that they so-called went with this pack. Do you guys feel that they went towards a Native American approach, or do you guys believe it's a bunch of horseshit and they're trying to use that as a way of selling the pack? There's a lot of controversy behind that, but that will be in a separate video. But again, go ahead and leave a comment down below. I might feature you guys in another video. With that being said, we're going to get into some Sim Guru's tweets, and we're going to start off with Sim Guru Popcorn actually was a part of this whole project, saying, I was honored to work with 4 different other people on the Chestnut Ridge that involved EA game changers, and these folks truly brought the world alive. She does go on to say the number of meetings we had about Whisper's poop is a very non-zero number, and of course Sim Guru Bat was also a part of this project. Now we are going to continue on to a couple of Sim Guru's tweets where she does continue on to say, I'm very happy to see the excitement. I can't answer too much right now, but promise we'll be giving more info later, and I'm guessing that's going to be all on the Behind the Sims Summit. Now the Sims did tweet saying that we're going to have a Behind the Sims, and be sure to tune in on June 27th at 9 a.m. Now, with that being said, Sim Guru Nova actually tweeted, who's very known, saying that she didn't work on this. Only Sim Guru Popcorn and others will have lots of fun stuff to share, but she will not be a part of the live stream. Now, that's very interesting because she has been very in the works and around everything when it comes down to more news. And Evanly24 said, can you tell us what growing together hint towards this is now is a horse-shaped lake? And she does go on to continue and say nah at the end of that. Now, as you guys can see, The Sims actually tweeted out stating that we were going to be seeing the Behind the Sims, and be sure to tune in on June 27th. With that being said, a lot of people noticed, including the Hinford Hen and KP Games, noticed that when they wrote this, it said The Sims 5 under Browse Games. A lot of people think that that was a speculation, saying that they were going to talk about The Sims 5 in the game, and was wondering what could that have possibly been. Now, a lot of people noticed it, and as of right now, though, they did remove it, and after people started speculating over on Twitter, and now it just says The Sims as people wait for the live summit. So let me know if you guys are going to tune in, but my question is, they did mention in the last Behind the Sims Summit that Project Renee was going to be a thing, and they did give us some sneak peeks and hints on what we could expect for The Sims. To be honest, I'm kind of surprised that they actually are going that route and possibly talking about The Sims 5, considering last time they mentioned that and then they did say that they were going to start playtesting. There ended up being a leak over on Twitter where there was so much footage dropped from The Sims 5. Now, again, this was very, 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 very early stages, and many people noticed that a lot of the items looked very similar, and if not the same items from The Sims 4. So again, I think they're just practicing the whole rendering and seeing what the textures and everything is going to end up looking like. But again, a leak happened, so I wonder what they end up or what they are actually going to possibly show us in the live stream summit. Or do you guys think even at all are we going to even get a little bit of a sneak peek when it comes down to the live stream? Now, with that being said, I want to get my thoughts and opinions, and my thoughts on the Horse Ranch pack so far is, you guys know it. You saw it in my last review where I was talking about it with the live reaction. I just don't think it was worth, personally, $40. I think it should have been a game pack, but we will see how everything pans out, especially when it comes down to the live stream summit and if they're going to dive more in depth into that. I do also really curious to hear your approach on whether you guys think that the pack is Native American enough, since they went that approach, but I still personally, in my opinion, I don't see it. I see the vision in which they went for, but there could have been a lot of other things that they could have added that many people also, tweeted about. And also, I'm just a little bit confused with the way they're going with The Sims. They said that we have many more years to come, and when I tell you they're separating every single pack, I mean that. And there's just so much controversy behind them every single time they drop something. It's just becoming so consistent that it's just hard to enjoy the game when they announce news, if that makes sense. Let me know if you guys understand what I'm saying, including this very next topic. Speaking of controversy, when The Sims 4 said that they had a Sims Delivery Express and bringing the new R&B station to The Sims 4. Now, if you guys look closely and we listen to the new Sims songs, I want you to take a look at some of the music artists that they've decided and who is majority of on the R&B station for The Sims. Now, I want you to look very closely, and I can see that come on now, let's put two and two together, okay? Because it's very, very noticeable. And before you guys say I'm making a big deal out of it, I want you to look specifically at the promotion picture or GIF or whatever you want to call it. Look at the Sims skin tones. You know exactly the category and who they were directing this Sims Delivery Express to. So let's not play like that we don't know exactly what happened. And it's just very, very annoying because they knew for a fact that who they were aiming for and what audience they were aiming for with this Delivery Express, and decided to do the complete opposite. I mean, a lot of people felt a lot of type of ways, including me, which is why I'm bringing this up, because this needs to be talked about. And like, what they just can't. They had one job. They had one job, and this is like completely unacceptable. And I feel that this is straight up disrespect. In my opinion, this was disrespect. The Sims has not said anything. Of course, will they say anything? Probably not, because again, they hide behind the little Sims page, and if not, they end up saying the Sims Direct. But the Sims Direct is never direct, and we never get confirmation on what exactly is going on within our game. Again, I feel that this is very disrespectful. They knew exactly the audience that they were aiming at and decided to do something completely opposite. It's like they just cannot get shit right. You know, when they said that the bug fixes was part of the Sims team, yeah, I'm starting to want that to be really, really true, because again, I am so sick and tired of being sick and tired of the way they do things and try to play and gaslight us and be like, oh my gosh, what do you mean? No, we gave you what you wanted. Like, I don't understand. Like, shut up. You know what you're doing. Stop playing. Whose idea was it? The thing is, nobody ever wants to come forth and say this was my idea, or nobody ever wants to come forth and be like, okay, this is what's gonna go on. Like, it's just like, oh, we have to wait for everybody to agree. So who's everybody? Because you guys all keep saying, oh no, it's not the Sim Gurus. Oh, it's Maxis. Oh, it's not Maxis. It's EA. Oh, it's not EA. Who's everybody? Like, how many people do we have to like include in this to be like, okay, now it's everyone's problem? It's everyone's problem. It's everyone's problem. I'm blaming the Sim Gurus for behind this, because someone should have spoken up. And this is exactly what I mean when I say that we need more diversity within the Sim Gurus, because we're going to get based off what they want. You have to understand that. Sim Gurus, if there's no diversity, we're not going to get diversity. They're not going to know. No one's at the table. How are they going to talk about what we need at the table if there's nobody at the table to represent us? With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. We are on the road to 20K. I appreciate every single one of you. Whether you're a silent viewer, you comment on my videos, you leave a like, which really does help out my channel. I appreciate every single one of you guys because, again, in some way you have supported my channel and I really, really appreciate it. I will see you guys all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.